Hello there everyone, and welcome to another insightful episode on my YouTube channel. I hope that you are keeping safe, adhering to the necessary protocols, which is sanitizing regularly, carrying your nose mask wherever you go to, because I know there's a nose mask no entry regulation that is going on. So yes, have it on you all the time, and make sure you wash your hands as often as you can. I welcome you all, and to my notification gang team, I appreciate you all, and you know what, I appreciate your support, and I can't do this without you. And I appreciate the feedback from my last video, which is how to respond to a thank you appropriately. If you haven't watched that video, Charlie, you are doing yourself. So I'm going to leave a link up there somewhere, and then you can just, you know, learn new phrases about how to respond to a thank you appropriately. Not every day you are welcome, you are welcome. Nah, that's some kind of a cliche, you know. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, my name is Lydia Esenam, and I welcome you from wherever you're watching me in the world. Thanks for tuning in today, and I hope that you subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, especially those who are into customer support jobs or customer experience jobs, and share those videos and other things that I'm passionate about. On today's episode, we are going to discuss, or I'm going to share with you about some customer service killers. We tend to kill the vibe, you know, we tend to kill our vibe or our vim at work that we may not realize that we are putting up, and so they tend to kill the whole customer experience on our service delivery. And so I'm going to share a few tips, about 5 of them, and I hope that they help you in your working spaces. And why not leave a comment in the section below about if these have been helpful or if you're familiar with them, and then let's get talking. So let's go right into the video. Look at some 5 critical customer service mistakes, but I would say they are killers because they kill them on our everyday life and everyday activity, right? This may not be pertaining to only customer service reps, that's maybe your frontline support reps, but day in, day out, if you come into contact with your clients and your customers, you may be showing these signs or these mistakes, and so you should be on the lookout for them and correct them. So I know the customer support job can be really tough. Now, whether you are serving a customer support role or assisting remotely as a customer service or a sales agent or marketer, it can be really tough. I mean, from engaging with your customers and leaving a smile on their faces. Here are some 5 mistakes that tend to ruin the customer experience on our services and products. Mistake number 1, we act like we don't care. Yeah, I've been there before. When I started as a customer service rep, we tend to act like we don't care. Maybe at that point I didn't really understand my job. But yes, it tends to be one of the mistakes that ruins a customer experience. So I know that support situations can fail when we act like we don't. Maybe we actually do care, all right, but we are not able to convey that caring, and so it's advisable that we use certain phrases or certain empathetic words, because really no one can read anyone's mind. And so if you really care about the customer, you should say it in your phrases. You should use words to express yourself and let them know that you care. So you can actually say, I know this is frustrating, or you can say, I'm so sorry, I know how you feel. If I were in your shoes, I'll do so. Make sure to use your own words, okay? Don't fake it. Just be natural and let the customer understand that you really care, and do these from your words or your phrases or your tone of voice. It would bring a lot of difference. It's amazing how a calming effect this can make. Absolutely. Yeah. Mistake number 2, we do not listen. Talking about listening, right? I shared some series of how to be a good listener as a customer support agent. I'm going to leave the links in the description box or somewhere here. so that we can have a look at the playlist. It's actually a series of how to be a good listener. That has to be with some skills that you need to build in order to be a good listener. So I know that too often we do not listen to the customers and we try to jump in with a solution even before they land. You know, we don't allow the customers to complete their statements, and it can be very frustrating at that point for the customer. Through my experiences, I've had ways of letting the customers know that, you know what, I'm here for you and I'm here because of you. So whatever it is, just pour it out, let me know what the problem is. I think we have to also let the customers understand that, you know what, for you to be able to reach out to me means that you are halfway getting your problem solved. And so why not just tell me whatever the problem is? And we need to show our customers that we are actually listening. It's about how we say it. I understand that obnoxious customers and users can be very embarrassed because they've done a mistake and they want to blame it on the other person, perhaps the customer service person, yes. But showing that you are interested in what they have to say often establishes some kind of rapport with the customer. The customer can be very angry, right? But once you build that rapport with them, they become very calm and collected, and then they're able to talk to you for you to understand. You'd also need to build on your active listening skills or techniques. This includes asking them to ensure that you have actually grasped whatever that they have to say. It goes a long way to ensure that we listen to them, and by saying, I mean that let's ensure that we understand whatever they have said, we are able to grasp their request and just confirm and reconfirm. There's actually a way that we can show that we are actually listening. Number 3, we let the customer upset us. Just like the first one, you know, when a frustrated customer is speaking, we try to let that get to us. But it's easy to let the customer's attitude annoy us or get us angry and frustrated, but our customers can pick up on the very little things, and they can pick up that you are angry from your tone of voice, from the use of your language, from your silence. And this experience can be very terrible. Imagine I'm speaking to you and you are so silent on the phone. I feel like you are not even listening to me, or you are angry and you don't want me to talk. You know, but I would like to advise you that do not take an upset customer's raging personally. Admittedly, this can be easier said than done. I have been there before, right, where a customer has been raging and everything and just won't even let me talk. I keep quiet, trying to like absorb whatever he said, and then I just jump in and he's like all over the place, right? So I know it's critical that for successes of such examples, right, we have to be emotionally charged. We have to build on our emotional intelligence and be able to help the customer achieve the goal. We shouldn't be emotionally hooked onto situations and let the customers push our button. However, when we respond with anger, sarcasm, or blame, we can't respond irrationally when things go wrong, and so we have to cool off and excuse ourselves from the customer to go look into the issue and possibly give them solutions after we find the answers to their questions at a later time. This helps us to cool off and not get really upset when the customer is speaking or engaging. Mistake number 4, the use of wrong words. I know that some trigger words can cause customers to be extremely difficult. Well, some of these can be can't, I don't know, maybe, you know. It's advisable that we give our clients an alternative instead of I don't know or maybe. Customers do not want that. They don't want speculations. They want you to give them straightforward answers, and they want you to give them an assurance that you are going to give them a correct and complete answer or feedback. So let's avoid using that maybe, I think so, I don't know. No, that's not like it. Let's be straightforward. I'm going to get back to you as soon as I can with some feedback. Give them an assurance that you are there for them. How about that? Let me know how it goes. Okay. Lastly, we focus on ourselves instead of seeing things from the customer's point of view. I know why I'm laughing, right? It's very, very hard to see things. In our line of work, we trust our platform so much, we trust our services so much, and so any negativity that's coming out of it, we are all defensive and trying to think that, oh, these guys are just making a hullabaloo out of anything. But you know what? Sometimes we might think that our customers are making too much of a big deal by our standards, but really, come to think of it, if the customer has reached out to you about something, it means that it is a big deal, and we shouldn't take that for granted at all. Regardless of how we feel about it, it is always advisable that we look at the issues from a customer's point of view. Like, do a mind shift and put yourself in the customer. I mean, if it were you would do same, you would do worse, you know. So yes, let's try to look at problems from the perspective of a customer, and that will actually help us, you know, to be more emotionally stable with our dealings with them. So no matter what, let's just acknowledge their issues and help them with a solution, instead of thinking they are making a big deal out of it. It seems like we run into these problems regularly. Yeah, I know, we run into these 5 problems regularly, and it isn't so hard when we act like we care to give them some benefit of truly listening and maintaining composure, even in the face of an angry or frustrated customer. When we choose our words carefully and striving for positive language, and when we see the situations from our customer's perspective, we can avoid all these 5 customer service killers. I hope that you've learned something amazing today. If you think there are other killers that kill our vibe or kill our experience, just share it in the comment section below, and I hope that you share this video with your friends. Please like this video if you've gotten to this point, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you've learned something today about some killers or mistakes that we need to avoid in our day-to-day activities. I know the ban has been lifted and we've resumed work, and we are going into our working spaces and engaging people the more, but you know what, still be careful out there. You never know, coronavirus is real. Once we come into contact with our customers, let's create a great experience, and don't allow anyone to kill your vibe, okay? So yes, I thank you and I appreciate you all for making time to be here, and don't forget that I love you. Keep being awesome. Cheers. Bye. Oops. Bye-bye.